Well, back in America, Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard announced that she was running for president last week, and since then, she has been savaged by the left. Gabbard is a veteran of the Iraq War. She's been smeared as a puppet of Bashar Assad in Syria because she opposes keeping American troops in that country. Wow. She's also been accused of bigotry for opposing gay marriage in 2004, when, by the way, Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and every other major Democrat opposed gay marriage. So what is this really about? Glenn Greenwald is good at thinking through what things are really about. He co-founded The Intercept, and he joins us tonight. Glenn, this is not a defense of Tulsi Gabbard or endorsing all of her views or whatever, but I'm just watching this and I'm thinking, when did Tulsi Gabbard get to be the enemy of everyone? What is going on here?
So, yeah, I'm not a supporter of Congresswoman Gabbard's candidacy. There are some really legitimate and serious concerns that I have that have been raised by the real left, not the Democratic Party liberals, about some of her support for the war on terror, her affinity for Hindu nationalism in India, her affection for some really terrible dictators that I think she should answer for and be clear about. But what's really going on is twofold. One is that in 2016, she resigned from the Democratic National Committee because she accused Debbie Wasserman Schultz and the DNC of cheating on behalf of Hillary and then supported Bernie Sanders. So Democrats hate her for that. But they also hate her because she's been questioning a lot of Washington orthodoxy that both political parties support, including why it is that we continue to try and change the regimes of countries far away, like in Syria, and why we continue to prop up regimes that make the world hate us, like we do in Saudi Arabia. So for better or for worse, she deviates from a lot of the Washington consensus. She's hard to put into a liberal or a conservative or a right-wing or a left-wing box, and that's what Washington really hates the most, are people who are kind of independent-minded and critical thinkers.
But there's something so stealthy and feline and dishonest about the way they're attacking her. If you don't like her foreign policy views, then let's just say so. But no one ever really wants to debate what our foreign policy should be. They just attack anybody who deviates from their own dumb ideas. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, well, so I think there's one particular smear that has become extremely pervasive in U.S. discourse that is central to sustaining the United States as a country that's at endless war, which is if you don't support a particular war that Washington wants to remove a particular leader, you get accused of being a supporter of that dictator. In 2002 and 2003, people who were against the Iraq War were accused, often on this network, but others as well, of ridiculously accused of loving Saddam Hussein. People who opposed the intervention in Libya in 2011 were accused of being apologists for Colonel Gaddafi, and now Tulsi Gabbard is being accused of being a supporter of someone that she actually called a brutal dictator, Bashar al-Assad, because she's asking why it is that we are spending $1 billion a year, or were, arming rebels who we don't know, trying to remove the leader of a foreign country, and engaging in all kinds of policies that are actually worsening the security of the United States rather than helping them. You can criticize her, but to accuse her of being a supporter of, or a best friend of, as Claire McCaskill put it, Bashar al-Assad is just idiotic, but it's really toxic as well, because it's the kind of argument hauled out always to defend Washington foreign policy.
It's the kind of argument that ends the argument, and that's the point. Glenn Greenwald, thank you always for your incisive views on that.
Good to be with Tucker. Thanks.